everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we are going over 3 simple things that you can implement today to grow your social channels. Now, I am Amy. I am a 20+ year digital marketing veteran, and if you want to learn how to get the most out of your social channels while spending the least amount of money, you're going to want to like and subscribe to this channel so we keep showing up in your feed. Now, if you are like a lot of small business or individual proprietors, you know that social media is important to growing your business, but you're not really sure how to use it to your advantage so that you can, 1, promote your product, and 2, build a following of people who are interested in the product or service that you are selling. Well, that's what we're going to go over in this video today. We are going to show you 3 simple steps that you can take to, 1, find your audience, and 2, grow that audience into people that will actually purchase your product. Now, the first thing that you need to keep in mind is that social media is all about consistency. So the one thing that you always have to be doing is posting. So always remember that. None of this is going to work that we are going to teach today if you are not consistent about your posting habits. Now let's jump into the 3 things that you can implement right now to grow your social channels. The first thing that you want to do is you want to follow the 80-20 rule on your social channels. Now, what is the 80-20 rule? This rule says that 80% of your content needs to educate, engage, or inspire your audience. Then the other 20% is about how you are selling to your audience. So basically what this rule is talking about is that you don't always want to be telling people about the promotions that you have, or telling them about how great you or your brand is, or you don't want to constantly be promoting yourself, basically is what it comes down to. People are not going to want to follow your channel. They're not going to want to watch your content. They're not going to want to interact with your content if that's all your content ever talks about. So when you are planning out your content for the week or the month or the year, you want to make sure that you keep the 80-20 rule in mind and the 3 things that go along with it. So ask yourself, is my content engaging my audience? Is my content trying to educate my audience? Or is my content trying to inspire my audience? Now, if your content is not doing one of those 3 things, you probably don't want to post it. So keep that in mind. Try to only post something about a sale or a specific thing about your product maybe once a week. The rest of the time, really try to engage with those potential customers in your audience. The second simple thing that you can do to increase your followers and increase engagement and grow your social accounts is to pay attention to your posting times. So like we talked about in the very beginning, you have to be consistent about your posting. You need to post every day. You might even need to post multiple times a day, but you need to be conscious of what times you are actually posting your content. So you can't just go online and say, oh, I think, hey, I made this post, let me put it out today, it's 12 o'clock, or oh, you know what, it's 1:10 in the afternoon, let me post this. What you need to do is you need to go to your analytics and you need to look at when the followers that you right now currently have are online. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are posting when they are online, because the way that the algorithm works now is that it's all about eyeballs from your followers online. So the more eyeballs that you have the potential to reach because those eyeballs are online, the better chance you have of your content gaining traction and being pushed out to a larger audience. So keep that in mind. So go to your analytics, look at when are the times that you have the most amount of people online. Usually it's somewhere between 7 and 10 p.m. So just to give you, and that is Eastern Standard Time, and that's usually the best time to post on social media if you are a B2C business. So keep that in mind, but it may be different for you. It's going to change from industry to industry. So make sure to look into your analytics and see when your audience is online so that you can make sure that they actually see the great content that you are creating. Now, the last thing, and I think the most crucial part of how to grow your social channel, is making sure that you have a call to action in all of your posts. It is one thing to make a great post and have somebody watch it, but what we're really trying to get people to do with social is take that next action. We want them to not only watch our content, we want them to engage with our content, and then eventually we want them to jump from that content to where our website is, or to actually purchasing the product from that post. So that's the whole goal of this. So you want to make sure that you have some sort of call to action at the end of every video, or if you're seeing a whole lot of views, if you're on TikTok, you want to make sure, and you're not seeing followers, you want to turn those views into followers. Place that call to action right after the hook in the beginning of your video. So those are the two things you want to keep in mind. You want to make sure that you have a call to action, and you want to pay attention to whether or not people are actually taking action on that call to action. And then if you have it at the end of your video and you're not seeing a whole lot of traction with it, try slipping it in the front of your video to see if you maybe get more action from that. So to recap the 3 things that you can implement right now. 1, you want to make sure you're planning your content around the 80-20 rule. You want to make sure that it engages, inspires, or entertains. 2, you want to make sure that you know when your audience is online, so you're posting when you have the most eyeballs and the most chance for people to see the content that you're making. And then number 3, you want to make sure that you have a call to action within that post, because posting just to be posting is not smart posting. We want to make sure that we are driving that audience to take another action. Now, if you in 2023 start implementing these 3 simple steps, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to see some form of growth within your social channels. Now, whether or not it be huge growth or not, I can't predict. It all depends on how big your audience is and how well you make your content. But this is a great starting point for you to begin to grow your social channels by following these 3 simple rules. Now, if you like this video and you want to see more like it, please remember to like and subscribe so that we can continue to make content like this. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.